Hola, hola. Hey, people. Make it count. Y'all see my little Pinterest? I have a new Pinterest obsession, y'all. Oh my goodness. I was looking at motivational messages for entrepreneurs. Right? Make it count. Do it now. Align yourself. Always deliver more than expected. The only time you should look back is to see how far you've come. Good morning. Hey, people. Yes, no makeup. I'm still in my office. Just wrapped up a call. I could be cuter. I could. I need to go put some makeup on. I got to shoot some videos today. Hey, people. So I want to try this way. I want to see if the videos come out better. Hey, from Puerto Rico. Hola. Let me see. I need something to hold this up. So good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Maybe this will work. Let's see. I don't know if this will work. I'm like trying to jimmy this so many ways. Jimmy. It's not quite working out. I need this on like a tripod. Jimmy. Let's see, I got a tripod in here somewhere. I have so much gizmos and gadgets. Hey, DeValerie, we got to catch up. I know I've been like insanely crazy to get a hold of lately. Hi. I don't need makeup. I look beautiful. Why, thank you. Let's see if this new way. Kiss the babes. Congrats on a new baby. Mario Armstrong does his sideways. You need to go read my post all the way. I'm getting all these calls this morning. Oh my God, are you going to have a baby? You need to go, my hair, thank you, it's nice, but I need to do something. I ain't combed it or nothing. I just got up and got the kids out. I teach Financial Peace University in my church. It's been such a blessing. Yay. I have all my stuff here. Bam! Got my Financial Peace University, baby. Yes. Hey, Eileen. Hi, good morning, darling. Yes, I have my Financial Peace. I'm ready. I got Dave Ramsey all in my house. He all over here. It's Candace, you are grounded for that post. You love that post, huh? Wow, Dave Ramsey course. Yes, I love me some Dave Ramsey. He's so give it to you straight. I don't know if this is gonna come out good. All right, so cool, guys. This morning, listen, I'm gonna talk to y'all about some goals. I don't really quite like how this looking. Let me see if I can find my tripod and see if that will work. But I want to share something with you. You had me with that baby joke. Hey, Nicole. Good morning, beautiful. Hey, Shantae. Hi. All right, so let me see, y'all. I need a tripod. I'm going to set it up. Okay, I want to share something with you guys about the one thing. Is it good widescreen? It looks good. My hair is so not combed. Y'all see that? It's just frizzy. Great call. Thank you. Yes, y'all like that call this morning about the red velvet cake? I did the call this morning for Wake Up and Win. Good night. My hair is a mess. I'm trying to find this tripod. Here we go. Bam. Oh, this is piece is missing. So I can't use it. Anyway. So this morning, I talked about the red velvet cake on the Wake Up and Win. About the process. And it's true. So let me talk to you guys this morning. I'm not liking how I'm looking. I feel like I'm looking a little wild. Let me talk to you guys this morning about the power of something else you need to do in addition to your financial goals. You know, I've been having some great conversations. You know, we get on these things and start fixing our hair when we get on Periscope. But I've been having some great conversations with some awesome people filled with amazing wisdom. And one of the things that you will learn, guys, as you move forward. Funny, I have to do a red velvet cake tomorrow, I bake, but it's always a praying thing. Yeah. But here's the deal. Many of us set goals, and I'm big on setting goals. I set goals every year. I have a course that teaches you how to develop your money and marketing success plan annually. Going to be released again at the end of the year. Just a lot of things that I have done over the years. I'm very goal driven. I have this book that I have about goals everywhere. Like, I'm a goal driven person. But lately, I've had to connect with something beyond my financial goals. I was on Instagram, and there's a young lady by the name of Patrice Washington. She's an amazing woman. Oh, the red velvet cake has a history back to slavery. Really, I don't know the history. I got to research it. But there's a lady by the name of Patrice Washington, and she teaches on finances. All right. She teaches on finances, and I'll answer your questions in a second, guys. But I had opened up my Instagram like 2 days ago, and one of the things that she had on there was, it's all good to set financial goals, but here's the second thing you must develop to support your financial goals. That second thing, ladies and gentlemen, is a lifestyle goal. You need to have lifestyle goals, okay? Lifestyle goals. What does that mean? That means that you need to identify how you want to live to get those financial goals. What do I mean by that? Because many of us, we tend to want the money. And we do everything in the name of making that mighty dollar. But what happens is we tend to compromise our lifestyles in the name of the chase. And one of the things that I had to do recently is I had to evaluate, what do I want my life to look like on a day-to-day basis? Now, when I first got started, give me some hearts, y'all. We need to hit 1 million hearts. Give me some love. People, give me some love. I think I have a solution to holding this thing. I don't want to hold it. But when I first got started on the internet and business, right? I started when I was pregnant with my daughter. So when I first got started with online business and working from home, even when I was a real estate agent, I worked like a slave, baby. I was always gone. My husband was like, who did I marry? This girl she's just a maniac when it comes to working. But I did not have kids at the time. Oh, this is so good. I feel wonderful. Look, I got a bunch of boxes. My office's desk is a mess. I stacked these boxes. This is going to make my life. I love it. I'm hands-free. I hate holding this thing the whole time like this. Oh, let me tell you something. Let me show you guys. Let me talk to you for 30 minutes with my arm on lock like this. No, I can't do that. Free. All right. So let me tell you guys. So when I first started working, I have workaholic tendencies, right? Like compulsive, obsessive, OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder when it comes to working. Because I get attached to something and I just go for it. But now, yes, I have my building empire, but it is. So now I have children. I have a 3-year-old and I have a 7-year-old. And I'm married. I've been married. I guess I just realized I'm married lately. That I got to make decisions for the husband too, right? But here's the deal. I don't want to work the way I used to work when I didn't have kids. I don't want to miss every kid's game. I don't want to miss all the family functions. I don't want to miss the field trips. I don't want to miss being able to go to my kids' school because I'm always working. I had to make a decision lately of what I want my lifestyle to look like. And I realized, guys, that you have choices, right? I can be making $1 million a month. I could be making $500,000 a month. I could be making $100,000 a month. But the question is, do I want to be a slave to that goal to the point where nothing else matters but that goal? Or have lifestyle goals. I want to be available for my children. I want to be able to go participate at my kids' school. I want to have lunch with my daughter. I want to go on her field trips. I want to be able to go take them to their practices. I want to be able to, go to bed at a certain time at night, right? I want to have the freedom to have a peace of mind, to be able to do certain things. So if I choose lifestyle over the financial goal is awesome and it's huge and it's great and it's amazing and it sounds real attractive, but it's at the sacrifice of this. Or I can have a lifestyle going and say, you know what, I'm cool with $30,000, $40,000 a month. I'm cool with $60,000 a month, or $20,000 or $10,000 or $5,000, whatever your goal is, right? Mine is a little high, But my lifestyle goal, I'm willing to sacrifice the zeros. Not all of them. I still want some, and I want some amazing ones, right? I want big money, right? I have a certain amount of income I want to earn, but I have to find ways to support the lifestyle to generate that income, that I'm not so obsessed with this over here that I lose everything in my world just for the name of the money. So when I read that from Patrice, I was like, you know what? That is so good, because I love being home with my family. I love being available for my kids. I love the fact that my daughter's teacher sees me almost every day. Come in, checking in. Hey, checking in. How's it going? And when she sees me now, it's no longer a shock. She's excited because she knows that I care about my child. And I'm not going to sit here and let her get lost in the shuffle, because in your mind, you think that she's whatever, and you don't have the parental support to make sure that we align what the expectations are with her performance. Like, we are with my daughter 2-3 hours a day. My husband is at that kitchen table helping her with homework, right? And doing all these things. And I realized, y'all, I love being a mom. I love being a wife. And I love being home. You know, there are certain things that I'm not willing to compromise. Now, are there sacrifices that have to be made in building your business? Yes. But what this recent epiphany did for me is it removed me from being a slave to my business. Because you get so compulsive about the goal, the financial goal, that it's like everything you do is, I gotta make the money. I want to make the money. I want to make the money. I want to make the money. Money. Right? And then you start realizing, like, but I hate my life. I'm a slave to what I do. And you got to be careful, guys. You know, there's a lot of messages out here. And you got to find what works for you. So, for example, I'm a big E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher fan. And he got the song, I Grind. Monday, I grind. Tuesday, I grind. Right? And I love that song. But then I started saying, all right, what do I want my grind to look like? Here's the deal. Some people have choices to choose their grind. Some people don't, right? When you're just getting started, if your money is beyond low, if you're in financial distress, if you're not able to sustain your household, if you're, trying to do 2 to 3 jobs to keep up, you're not going to be able to have the option yet to choose the lifestyle over the finances. Let's get that clear, okay? I've spent 8 years on the grind to develop the lifestyle. Okay, y'all got it? So I'm not saying everybody can choose lifestyle now. No, because if you have not developed the foundation in which you can support the lifestyle, now you know what to do, then you got to grind, y'all. You got to grind to develop the foundation so that you can have the liberty to choose. Okay? You need me on Periscope every day. I'm sorry. I'm going to get better at my Periscopes. It's all coming into plan. I promise y'all. I just been doing stuff, right? But I want y'all to understand, the objective is you develop a foundation in the financial piece so that it can support you in the lifestyle piece that now you have options. So everybody can't have this choice that I'm making right now, right? And I'm not even saying that I can rightfully stop working. No, I ain't saying that, y'all. I still got to grind. But it's how I grind. It's how I work. It's what I invest my time in daily. It's how I open up my day and my schedule to everybody. Or do I have a specific time in which you got to catch me here and I'm unavailable here and I'm available here again? It's if I'm traveling, here's the restrictions of my travel. I'm going to leave once a month. But I'm not going to be gone every single weekend out the month. It's setting boundaries. Exactly. I'll be gone once a month. Or, here's I'll give 25% of my time for the month to travel. Right? It's identifying where the boundaries lie to support your lifestyle. And so this isn't just saying you fold your arms and be like, oh, I want to stay home all day and just sit on the couch and, I want to be available for my kids because I really want to watch Wendy Williams and The Real and I want to watch The Chew and I want to watch all this stuff. So I'm going to say that's my lifestyle. No, that's not what I do. I still work. I still work long hours. I still, but my hours are shifting. So I might get up at 4 in the morning and start working. I might stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning after the kids go to bed and be working. You know, I'm still going to be working, right? This isn't folding your hands and throwing in the towel on your obligations to win, but it's identifying how you want to work in order to win. What I'm saying is I've begun to identify that I want and have preferential goals around my family. That if I don't make $100,000 a month or $200,000 a month, $500,000 a month, but I make 20, 30, 40, I'm cool. Because I want this season to be around my family. So it's identifying, how do you develop that? How do you create systems? How do you put things in place to support that? How do you begin to map out your schedule? Where do you put your focus? What things do you cut out? You know, what things do you add? It's a whole process. And I want y'all to know, you have to not just develop financial goals, but you got to develop lifestyle goals to support your financial goals. So I can go on and on about this. I know many of you guys had a lot of questions. And so I saw a couple questions earlier. And if you have any questions about this now, I'll be more than happy to answer. Can I get some love? Can I get some hearts? I only see 2 people giving me hearts out of 70 plus people. Can I get some love? Hearts? Thank you. I see you. Yes. There we go. Hearts. Somebody asked, what is your favorite book? My favorite book of all time is The Dream Giver. All right. The Dream Giver. And I didn't say who I was. Many of you guys might be new. I'm Nicole Cooper. I'm an online business developer, internet marketing, home business coach, trainer, teacher, speaker. My Instagram account is Nicole S. Cooper. All right. My Instagram account is Nicole S. Cooper. My favorite book is The Dream Giver by Bruce Wilkinson. Okay. By Bruce Wilkinson. And somebody else asked me another question earlier. So anybody have any questions about it? I'm being intentional with my time. I want to be present for my kids and my family. Yes. I like putting my kids down to bed. I like being there when they wake up in the morning. I like walking my daughter to school in the morning. Yeah. You know, some people don't realize the work with young children. Here, I did a Periscope the other day about our kids. My daughter's in the 2nd grade. And she had been struggling with her work in school. She'd been struggling with focus. She'd been struggling with a lot of stuff. And it just so happens that when my husband went to parent-teacher conference, you know, he heard the situation. What was the name of the book you showed earlier? Building an Empire by Brian Carruthers. Building an Empire. I'm going to be like Oprah. I'm going to start a book club because I'm always reading somebody's book. Building an Empire. Brian Carruthers. All right. The other book that I talked about is called The Dream Giver by Bruce Wilkinson. Thank you for the seeds you are sowing. My pleasure. So, I would love to hear, do you have a system in place that you do daily for your business? Yes and no. I got to get back on a system. I had a system before I got back into network marketing, and it seemed like when I got back into network marketing, I lost all systems. I'm glad you're on today. I just said you had not been on. We need your teaching. Hi. Awesome. My son is 9 and cancer survivor, 14-year-old. Oh, wow. It's a different struggle. Time is something you can't get back. Yeah, I mean, the thing is with this, guys, is we have to be very mindful. We say we're doing stuff in the name of our kids, and I want to build a legacy for my family. And you do need to have financial freedom to support the needs of a child. I'm not going to say you don't. But your child needs you more than they need your money. You know, I often heard a lot of people say, I grew up in a poor family. But I didn't know I was poor because it was filled with love. Now, I ain't saying you need to be poor and love going to override the poverty. No, you need money this day and age. So I'm not going to say that. But what I am saying is that our kids, the joy of when they see you, mommy, and the hugs and the snuggles and the kisses and the time, you know, these things really count. I don't always do it right. You know, that yesterday I had people in Jamaica trying to get to an event during my off time where my daughter's doing her homework. But it was an emergency because they had drove from Kingston to Montego Bay for an event. And they texted me like, where is it? I can't find it, blah, blah, blah. So I had to give them my time. And so I definitely, you know, there's compromises. But what I've discovered is that I want to put in my time with my children. All right. So someone said, do you train your leaders? I am just starting a leadership academy with leaders. As a matter of fact, I just sat down today and wrote the list out. My goal in my business is to find those who I call my 12 disciples. These are the people in my organization who are ready to run. They're committed to do the work, and they're attentive to grow. And so, okay, somebody just texted me. So I just started a leadership academy. Can you add me to the list, please? Exquisitely Unique, who's this? Who's that? Y'all need crazy name. Y'all know I told y'all your Periscope name need to be your real name. Don't nobody know your nicknames, y'all. Don't nobody know you by your nickname? My name is Lynn. Lynn, are you on my team? So, yes, Leadership Academy with my peoples. Just launching that. Someone asked me another question. They won't let you change it? Can I get some hearts, people? All right, so somebody else asked me a question. I missed it. Anyway, y'all get it. Lifestyle, balance. Excellent wake up and win. Nicole, I already listened to the replay. Pow. Thank you, Coach Felita. Thank you, thank you. So anyway, y'all, that's my today's Periscope message. Is developing some type of balance. Now I'm going to tell y'all a little secret. I'm sharing this with y'all, and in my world, I'm creating balance. In my husband's world, he think I don't have no balance, no matter what I do. So you can't listen to him. He has no idea how much I am scaling back. I really am. So where's the replay posted on my Instagram account? Someone asked if you are still I am still using MLSP. Yes, Montella. That is a system. Many people ask me about how I know how to do internet marketing. You can learn more at mailboxmoneysystems.com. People keep asking me about that. How do I know how to do internet marketing, building my brand? But I got to do a whole Periscope on internet marketing and building a business. There's a caveat to that too. Caveat. I'll do a Periscope on leveraging social media and leveraging internet marketing to build your business. I think I did a Periscope on that before, but I don't know where it is buried under the archives of Periscopes. But I'll do one on attract online, build offline. All right. So I'll do another Periscope on that today. Someone asked me, do you plan your days with house chores in your biz? No, I do not. House chores are equally split between me and my husband. I normally do have a housekeeper come. I haven't had her come in a couple of months. I need to get her to come again. House chores are something that I'll do on like a Friday. Fridays are like my down days. So my husband does a lot of stuff too though. So I'll throw clothes in the washer, clean bathrooms, whatever, scrub toilets. Yes, I do still scrub toilets. So I'll clean and stuff on Fridays. Not necessarily in a plan though. Like my husband does the cooking and he'll help a lot with house stuff. And then I'll chip in wherever I need to chip in. Yeah. But my schedule, it used to be awesome. And then I got into network marketing and I lost a schedule. Because network marketing is very unpredictable, right? So I'm getting back to developing a schedule again to support that lifestyle. Because I know now from 3 to 7, it's family time. I pick up my kids, my daughter at 2:45. We pick up my son at 3. We got soccer practices at 5:30 and 6:30. I mean, So 3 to 7 are generally my do not call me times, because my phone will be in a purse thrown somewhere. I don't even know where it's at because my attention is on my kids. Now I'll come and check every now and then. But I try, so I'm starting to develop the schedule, because when you're first getting started in network marketing, you grind it. Like, you don't really have time for no schedule. You're getting it going. When you are in the foundational stage of getting your business going, you're learning what should be the focus, right? So for me, that's kind of where I was all right, getting back into the groove, working with people, a lot of stuff going on. Like, what should be my focus? And how should I set up a schedule? Then once you get, first 90 days or so you get through, you start kind of gauging what activities are required when, and how to shift your schedule to support the best times to be available. So I know in a day with network marketing, you don't really have that many people available during the day, because a lot of people at work. But I do. I got a lot of people available during the day. So a great deal of my network is both daytime, evening time, after work, during working hours. So I had to kind of shift my schedule to support. But I've set it up now where I don't do nothing before 12. In the morning to 12 is my time. I ain't giving you that time. No. Reach me after 12. Appointments after 12. Calls after 12. There's exceptions. But I strategically set my day up 9 to 12, my time. After 12, then we can talk. Because that's times where I might have to run errands. I may have to take care of personal stuff, whatever. Or personal business. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I can share a lot of information. But with this scope, this dope scope, like Chalene Johnson calls it, Periscope is dope. I want you to know that you got to know what you want your lifestyle to be. Some of us say, and I still want to be wealthy. But here's what I've learned. I went to college to be smart, to learn how to work smart. I spent 8 years online, buying courses, webinars, reading books, studying to work smart. So do you have to work hard? You got to work hard. But I put smart as a preference over hard. Because if you remember a quote by Abraham Lincoln, he said, if I have 5 hours to cut down a tree, I would spend 4 hours sharpening the axe. Mailbox money systems. 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 He said I would spend 4 hours sharpening the axe. Because if I have a sharp axe, when I go to chop down the tree, it ain't going to take me but an hour. But if my axe is dull and I'm just chopping it, number one, I'm overextending myself. I'm working too hard. I'm slaving. And I'm not making any progress because the axe is dull. So I have to learn to sharpen my axe. I've sharpened my axe in business so that I can work smart, so that I can be able to leverage what I know in my brain. This is called intellectual property, right? If you look at the Mark Zuckerbergs, the Steve Jobs of the world, the Bill Gates of the world, they used their skill to develop wealth. They didn't use the hard work. If you read Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, they talk about Henry Ford and how when Henry Ford wanted to create the automobile, one of the things that he dealt with was a lot of criticism from people saying he was crazy and insane. He actually put him in court and started asking him all these intellectual questions. And he said, listen, I don't need to know none of that stuff. I hire people who know that stuff. I'm not going to fill my brain with useless information that I don't need to have. I hire people, and he leveraged folks who need to know that stuff. And so one of the things that I realized is that I want to work smart. I don't want to work overly hard in the name of success. If it take me to sit back and say, all right, what do I need to do to sharpen the axe today so that I can be able to cut this tree down a lot faster, then that's what I'm going to do. So I just I've made different decisions, and I'm doing things differently. I'm investing my money differently. Instead of making all the money and going out and buying a lot of stuff, I take my money and I invest it in staff. I invested in hiring people. I invested in a support team. I invested in coaches. I invested in people who are experts at what they do so that I can get counsel. So that instead of me trying to sit here and work 24 hours a day trying to do everything myself so I can look like a boss, No, I'm hiring people who got the information. You tell me what I need to do, and then you get it done. Can I pay you to do it? Okay, cool. So now I got 10, 15 people all working towards the same goal, which leverages a lot of effort that helps us to catapult and progress a lot faster. And now I can focus on what I do well. So for me, I'm choosing to work differently, totally differently, you know. And I'll tell you guys, it's a process. It ain't overnight, but I know what I want my business and my lifestyle to look like. I'm so clear on that. I want to travel with my family. I want to have the finances to go when I travel, to do luxury travel, because I love luxury travel. You know, I want to be in a position where I can take care of right now I'm helping to support my mother, my grandfather, helping things with my grandmother. You know, I want to be in a position where there is resources to help make this stuff possible, but I'm working smart and not overly hard. You gotta work hard, but my hard work is different. You see, to some people, hard work is working 3 jobs, right? Now for me, my goal, my purpose, my focus is to work hard by identifying how to develop systems, identifying the concepts of leverage, researching, reading, studying, learning, and then hiring, right? Because if you look at people who are extremely successful and wealthy, guys, they're great delegators. And so I'm looking at learning from those kind of people, not from the people who work extremely hard, but they do things that don't produce long-term results. And so you have to just identify what that looks like for you. What that looks like for you. I know, y'all, my mom's house caught on fire yesterday. Thank you, Sonora. Dealt with that yesterday. All the cars blew up. That's a whole nother story. Dealt with that. So thank you, Sonora. But praise God, she's good. So, yeah, guys, I am sharing with you guys that when you start learning how to grow a business and you start looking at the external of what people portray as success, be very careful. Be very, very careful. Because a lot of times we are drawn and attracted to all the things that look good. The houses, the cars, the bling, the fashion. But what happens, guys, is you have to learn. You can have those things, but you have to learn how to build long-term sustainable success so that your lifestyle can continue to be supported by what you've put in place as a strong foundation that won't just make you money today. It will continue to make money for you over and over again. And one of the things that you can always rely on to be a way in which you develop income is intellectual property and the ability to execute the intellectual property. You know, I am telling you guys, I don't live a life of extravagance yet, because one of the things that I've learned, and I actually gave this book away. I gave the book away to a good friend of mine. I need to reorder it, but it's a book called Start by John Acuff. And one of the things is he went through Dave Ramsey's life. He works for Dave Ramsey, and he went through and he began to research his process of success. And he broke it down to 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. All right. So he said in your 20s, you're learning. In your 30s, you're editing. In your 40s, you're mastering. In your 50s, you're harvesting. In your 60s, you're reproducing, you're teaching, you're learning, you're mentoring others, right? So learn, edit, master, harvest, teach. Okay. And now I'm not saying your age has to be that way. I'm not saying I got to wait till I'm in my 50s to live. But what I'm saying is I can learn. I've gone through learning. I'm in the editing phase, but now I'm in the mastering phase. I need to master something that will consistently reap a harvest. I can't get excited about my first big check, because if I don't do the things to reproduce another big check next month, guess what? There'll be no check. So it's not about, it's Jon Acuff, Acuff. And the name of the book is called Start, Start. I gave it away. I'm always giving books away. I had it once upon a time, right? Hearts. Can I get some hearts? Hearts, 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 hearts. There you go, Jon Acuff. And his name is spelled Jon without an H. Great to follow. He just released a new book too. Great guy to follow on Instagram. I love Jon Acuff. So anyway, you learn, you edit, you master, and then you harvest. And what I've learned, guys, is I've been in a lot of different businesses. I've been in real estate. I do have an Instagram. My Instagram is Nicole S. Cooper. Nicole, S is in Sam, Cooper, same as my Periscope name. But I've made a lot of money in real estate. I've made a lot of money as an entrepreneur doing other stuff, you know, selling my own products. And I have a PLR store, and I've had a consulting business, a virtual assistant business. I've had a lot of different businesses. And what I've learned about businesses, they have ebbs and flows, right? You're going to have up months, you're going to have down months. Everything is a graphical chart in your life. Up, down, up, down, up. It just is. That's just life. And what you want to do is, as life is going like this, you want to be developing foundations that you can continue to raise. And what I mean by that is you create solid development in your skill set, in your mastery, in your activities. And then you start looking to leverage that by using other people, which will take you up the scale, where although you might have consistency in your life, you're now taking that up in scale, where your consistency used to be where I know no matter what happens, I'm going to at least have $2,000 a month coming in. But then you put something in place as a foundation in your business, and then now, if my Periscope dies, I got 10% left. But then it gets to a point where you put something in place where, you know, no matter what, I'm gonna make $5,000 a month. You know, no matter what happens, a low month for me or a consistent month for me is always 5,000. Then there might be things that happen where boom, it goes up. No matter what happens, I'm gonna make 10,000 a month. That's like my ultimate low. Like, I'm probably embarrassed if I make a 10,000 a month, right? And I'm not saying that about me. I'm just saying that might be you. You might get to a point where it used to be 2,000, then it came 5,000. Now, no matter what happens, I'm making 10,000, right? And it goes up. But what I've learned, guys, is whether it's 2,000 or 10,000, you always keep your lifestyle under the bar, right? Under the bar. I told my husband today, I was like, you know what? There's certain things that we've done in haste that I know I need to charge my phone. It's going to die, y'all. When it dies, I got to go boop. Let me get my charger. But there's certain things we got to downsize. Cell phone bills. I'm like, why are we paying $300 a month for cell phone? Oh no, AT&T, you got to go. I might have some janky service. I might have T-Mobile or whatever. I'm going to get a Vonage in my house, pay $20, $30 a month. But stuff like that don't need to be high. You know, I told my husband, cut cable. We don't need cable. Use Netflix, right? A Hulu. Or they got these new little stream things. You spend $300 and you got satellite TV from all over the world. There's things that, you know, I got to sit down and incorporate to keep things under the bar. Hold on, let me get my charger. Get my charger. Gotta love the chargers, baby. Yeah, but these are things, let me get this. Put this in my computer. So I don't die on y'all, because I'm about to die. Oh, my office is a mess. Mess. All right. So anyway, I got to get off this Periscope. I got work to do. Oh, we are charged, I think. I hope so. Maybe we are. So anyway, these are things that you learn. You stay under the bar. So I can't get excited if I have a $20,000 month when my average is 10. And then all of a sudden I put my lifestyle expenses at 15, 18,000 because I'm like, oh, I make 20. So, I can go ahead and set it up. No, because that might be 1 month at 20,000. Then you end up back at 10, or you might end up with a $7,000 month. And now you got your expenses up here because you done had a $20,000 month. And so these are things that I'm learning over time. These are things that I'm learning, like, don't be all caught in the hype. Some people are in position to do that stuff. You may not be. So don't be trying to keep up with the Joneses in the name of developing debt and stress and all this stuff. I told my husband, I was like, we about to buy a house, and I'm thinking about buying a little starter home. Now, my friend, she told me yesterday, she was like, Nick, come on now. We frugal people, but we love nice things. I'm like, yeah, I can't lie. I do like my granite countertops and my hardwood floors. So I don't quite know if I'm really going to do a starter home. But I might do the starter home in the community that I love, right? Just to keep things simple, because there's nothing worse than stress from an over expanded lifestyle. And these are just things that you learn over time, y'all, So I just want you to know what you want your lifestyle to be. There's a lot, especially, let me tell y'all something, in the African American community, it is horrible. Our whole imagery is stuff and physical, tangible, material things with no back end net worth. No net worth. You don't own nothing. You don't own no house. You don't own no car. You don't own it. But you rocking $6,000 purses, $2,000 shoes. What the hell? What the hell? What? I don't understand the logic in that. And then you see people who have, an abundance of wealth, and they shop at the thrift store because they take their money. There's this book that I'm reading. Let me get y'all know I'm always reading a book. Hold on. Okay, so I was in a bookstore the other day, and I found this book. It's called Think Like a Billionaire, Become a Billionaire. Think Like a Billionaire, Become a Billionaire. All right, and it was in a Bible store, right? And one of the things that he says in here, how do you keep up with all these books? I read books. I may not read the whole thing. I'll scan through and find what I need to find. And some books I read from cover to cover. Like this, I'll read from cover to cover. It goes with me everywhere I go. It's been in my purse. So if I'm on a soccer field, if I'm waiting in line at DMV, whatever, it'll be with me wherever I go. So I have different books, and I'll read through it, a couple pages on a day. Okay? But it's Think Like a Billionaire, Become a Billionaire by As a Man Thinketh, So Is He. And it's by Scott Anderson, right? Yes, great book. And one of the things that he talks about is the difference between the wealthy and the not wealthy. He said wealthy people spend their lives investing in learning how to be investors, how to get their money to work for them. So when they get paid, their money immediately goes into an investment. Like that's off the top. Boom. It's going to an investment. And everything else comes afterwards. But the not so wealthy become consumers. When they get paid, first thing they think, what can I buy? Then you check your checking account. And I got $500 in here. I can buy this. I can buy that. And then you start saying, I deserve this. I deserve that. And you start buying up all this stuff. And then you be like, where my money at? It went into stuff that holds no value. And so I've been telling myself, like, I got to learn how to think like an investor. I may not understand stocks and bonds, but hey, why not go buy a couple shares of Apple? I know everybody buy an Apple phone. Everybody got a Mac. Why not go buy a couple shares of things that I use? I may not know what I'm doing, but I can educate myself on the process. And so just reading this book, I was just like, I cannot be a victim of our culture's poverty mentality, where I got to show you what I got so you can know I got it. No, I don't have to show you nothing. When I'm at home, I need to look and see that my net worth, and my net worth is nowhere near where it needs to be. I got a lot of work to do. I know this stuff, but I got to implement it. And that's what I've been teaching myself. So I don't get caught up in the peer pressure of, I ain't got to have no red bottoms. I don't have to have all this stuff. And if I do buy me some labels, you better believe it's going to be consignment, baby. I will buy secondhand in a heartbeat. I will buy third, fourth, or fifth hand. If it's in good condition and it has a very reasonable price tag on it, yeah. But I'm not going to become somebody where my value is dependent upon what you think about me because of how I look. Because I'll be honest, I am not the best dresser in the world. I love workout clothes. But I can get it when I want it. And when I want to put it on and look good, I can do it. But I'm not going to live my life for it. I'm just not. Because it's too much more in me. And I'm going to be honest, the people that I'm drawn to, that I am attracted to in business, the people that I love and adore, most of those people are pretty geeky. They are so smart and they got stuff set up where they have an amazing life. They're beach bums, you know. They have systems in place. They don't drive the most fanciest car. They might have a Tesla. Tesla's not fancy. But do you know that the #1 car in 25 of the wealthiest zip codes in America is the Tesla? How many rap stars are riding dying about the Tesla? They're not. Because it's not a sexy car, but it's sexy to me. I like Teslas because they're economically, green and environmentally friendly. And I love Teslas. I'm just waiting for the SUV. You know, so my friends, the people that I adore, unfortunately, most of them are not in our community. They're not from our community. They're in other cultures. I love Asian culture for one reason. I love Latino culture for another reason. I love my Caucasian culture for another reason. And I love our culture for certain reasons. But it ain't economics. It ain't finances. It ain't wealth. That ain't where I go to learn, unfortunately. Because I don't have a lot of examples to follow that impress upon me the godly wisdom to develop what I need to become who I need to become financially. I just don't. I don't see it around me. And so I want to become it, and I'm hoping we can get there. But unfortunately, it's not taught in our culture. And I just don't know what to say. I just got to keep reading. I watch the Dave Ramseys of the world, right? You have people like Patrice Washington and other people, but it really is very sad of what we identify as success in our culture. It's so short term. It's so devastating from a standpoint of what is it really doing to your family? What is it creating? It just is what it is, a culture thing. It's in our music. It's everywhere. I don't identify with that. And my mom, maybe it's because my mom was very humble. My dad's very humble. We're humble people. We're not flashy people at all. But I do want to be in a stage where my net worth is flashy. When I sit down with a financial advisor and we looking at stuff, I want that to be flashy. But I don't want to have to display everything I've accomplished to make you feel like I'm worthy. If you can't see my light shine by just me being me, then there's a deficit internally inside of me. If I got to put on every single thing on the external to say, hey, notice me, check me out. Do you see me? You should want to be me. If I got to do all that, then something's wrong internally. All up in here, something's wrong. The Bible tells me, let your light shine so bright that you be like a light set on top of a hill that cannot be hidden. So everything about me should be light. That no matter what's happening, people are drawn to me because it's something about you. And I don't have to fictitiously create an excuse for them to come to me. It needs to be the things that come out of me that make them say, I got to get to know her. Because at the end of the day, when people come around you because all of your stuff, guess what they got on their mind? Using you for your stuff. Ain't doing that to me. So anyway, this has been a very long Periscope. I'm actually very hungry. I don't even know how long we've been going at it. But I appreciate y'all for sitting on here all this time. But I got a lot of work to do. So I thank you for connecting. I thank you. Is that Gloria out of the UK? Hey, Gloria. Thank you guys for spending time this morning. My periscopes are on Catch Me. KATCH.me/Nicole S. Cooper. This is wisdom message not only for Americans. No, it's not. I know we have people from other countries. Hi. Thank you. Teach Nick. I know I was like, I don't want to hang up. I know it's long, huh? But the replays are on catch.me. All right? Catch.me. I enjoy listening to you, Atlanta. Hey, Bruce. Morning, Nicole. Caribbean here. Where are my Caribbean folks from? Hey. Thank you. You are welcome. You're welcome. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for sharing. Those of you who have shared, thanks to Shan, all of you who are sharing. I will be doing some trainings on leveraging the internet, building your business, tons of other stuff. It's KATCH.me. It's not an app. It's only on the internet. So you're not pregnant. Y'all need to read my full post. Go read my post on Facebook, y'all. I want to join TLC. Rima Joe, get with me. Nicole S. Cooper at gmail.com. All right? Nicole S. Cooper at gmail.com. So catch.me. KATCH.me/Nicole S. Cooper. All right. Jay Kamara. Yes, was so wrong for TB at one coach. For that. Oh, love this. Thanks for sharing your wisdom. Awesome, y'all. I gotta go have breakfast. I gotta get to work. Hey, Jay Kamara. You're in the UK, aren't you? So good deal, y'all. I got work to do. Great chatting with you. Good to see you. I don't think I've seen you in a while. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. Came late first time. Hey, Kevin Madison. Thank you. You can see the replay at Catch Me or here for 24 hours, but catch.me/Nicole S. Cooper life. I know, Jay. It happens to the best of us. So, all right, y'all. I'm going to head out of here. Stay tuned. Much more to come on Periscope. I know I've been so bad with Periscope, but I'll be back on. So, stay tuned. Just stay plugged into the whistles. You hear the Periscope whistle? All right, so hopefully we've reached 1 million on this Periscope. All right.